Hey, wouldn't you like to get to a point in your business where, people or prospects come seeking you? Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, hang in there because today that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Hey there, Isai Rodriguez coming at you with more tips, tricks, and advice so that you can get the most out of your network marketing business. So as you're hopping in, if you could, if you will, if you would be so kind as to drop me a thumbs up, give me some love, let me know where you're tuning in from on this beautiful blue planet, and I will be sure to return the love back. So, yesterday we were talking about the whole ATM strategy and how you can leverage groups, social media groups, in my case, Facebook groups, and how you can use that to essentially build some massive movement in your business. And part of the reason is that that strategy, having that group in place, is kind of like the old days where you would get a bunch of promoters and distributors and some of your your best prospects, and you would essentially bring them all together and put them in a room, whether that's at a hotel room or at a restaurant or a coffee shop or your living room, whatever the case may be. Like, that was the offline world. Like, the way this works these days, not like in on social media, it's taking that concept and bringing it online. And what that does, it takes something that fundamentally worked back in the day, and it just brings it into today's world, like where people are, like where their attention is focused. And you're probably aware that part of marketing, or like one of the key concept of marketing, is getting the right message in front of the right people at the right time. So if everybody's attention is on, it online or in social media, then it just kind of makes sense to bring the party there, and that's essentially why and how that works so well. It takes a concept that worked offline and it just brings it online nowadays. And what I wanted to go over today was a pretty simple formula that goes hand in hand with the ATM strategy. And that's called the 15-7 formula. And it basically, this essentially is how and when you should talk to your prospects about your business or opportunity or your product. Because a lot of times when we're marketing, especially when we're first getting started, I know me for sure, I was learning all this marketing and it was all great and attract people and provide value. Like, I understood all that. It made sense. But I never got the connection as to when exactly do I bring up my product or my business. Like, when do I talk about my business directly? So, okay, I understand you're providing value. I understand that part of attraction marketing is not mentioning your business by name or your product by name. Like, that's a big no-no in attraction marketing. I understood all that. But then the question remained, like, okay, when is it that I talk about the product? So here's a real easy method, a real easy formula that you can use to essentially do that and create some curiosity in your prospects so that they start reaching out to you. Again, it's the 15-7 formula, and basically what that means is you provide 15 value-based posts spread out throughout 7 days or a week. So 15 posts in 1 week. And now I know what you're probably thinking right now. You're thinking, like, man, 15 posts in 1 week? That's a lot of posts. But if you really think about it, if you sit there and think about it, like, you break it down, seven days in a week, 15 posts in those 7 days. That's essentially, that's basically 2 posts per day, with one additional post that we're about to talk about in this formula that you would do once a week. That's essentially like a power post. So let's get into the actual the formula here. So it's really simple. Like I said, 15. Just think about it. 15 posts within a 7-day period. And so 10 of those posts are going to be, fun, personal, things like that are going on in your life at the moment, like your lifestyle, things you're into. You just bring in generic value to your audience. 4 of those posts are going to be they're going to be like a promotion, but like a nonchalant, a roundabout promotion of your business or product. And the point of these posts, these nonchalant promotional posts, are essentially to create curiosity in your audience. So you're gonna frame your posts in a way that leave your audience like guessing or wanting to hear more. You know what I mean? Like, so for instance, while you're posting about your daily routine or your lifestyle or things that you're doing with your family or whatever, like 4 of those posts, or I should say, in addition to the 10, you're going to have 4 posts that you can kind of intertwine your product or your opportunity into your lifestyle or into, what it is you're doing, or your, things that you like to do, or like events that you like to attend. So like for me, for instance, as an example, well, let's see. I mean, I have, like in my business, we have so many different products, but I'll usually take like one product and make those 4 posts about the one product. And I'll just kind of like, oh, hey, and, as I'm doing this, I noticed, X, Y, and Z about my product. I noticed this, or I noticed that. And you're just giving value. Like you're educating your audience on the benefits of what your product provides, without mentioning the name of your product. And the last type of post within this formula, so again, you have the 10 lifestyle slash personal posts. You have your 4 posts that are the nonchalant, salesy promotion of your product or business. And then the 1 power post, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be an all-out straight, this is what I have to offer. If you're interested, drop me a line, let me know, let's connect. But again, not mentioning the name of the business, not mentioning the name of the product. If if that post is about your product. And and that's basically it. So 10 personal lifestyle posts, 4 nonchalant promotional posts, and then 1 in your face type of promotion, again, without mentioning the name of the product or or the company. And so the point of this all is to get in front of your prospects in a consistent manner, like always delivering that value, always bringing something to your audience. And by doing this, by showing up consistently, they're going to start knowing who you are, what you're about, what things you like, what you don't like. Then they realize, like, oh, hey, he has, he works with such and such business. He's doing this on the side. His products do X, Y, and Z. And you slowly start, educating them on what it is that you have to offer. And when they show interest, eventually they will show interest. Obviously, if you consistently show up, they will eventually reach out to you, or, comment on your post, or maybe like, or, whatever the case may be. That's when you reach right back out to them and you find out if they're open to finding out more. And if they are, and this is where I say that it ties in well with the ATM strategy. If they are open, then that's when you let them know, like, hey, I have this group, in place where it has a bunch of information that I think you would, find some value in, like this would explain a little bit more of the opportunity or the product. So then you add them to that group, you tag them on the videos that you want them to see, and then you message them. You let them know, hey, I just tagged you on, I just added you to this group. I tagged you to a couple of messages, a couple of videos that I'd like you to watch. And, once and then you ask them, like, when do you feel, or when do you think you can watch these videos? And let them answer. And when they do, then you say, okay, awesome. I'll circle back around on, and then mention a time or a date, preferably within, a subsequent 24 hours. And then do that, like reach out to them and see what they thought of the information. So if you do this, if you keep this up on a consistent basis and you show up, you provide that value, your 15 posts per week, you will start creating that rapport with your audience. People will start looking at you different. They will start looking at you basically like an authority. They're like, hey, this guy or this girl is talking about this. He must know what he's talking about. She must know what she's talking about. And that basically is what, that's the foundation of attraction marketing. You're providing that value, becoming that authority figure in your audience's eyes. And then that's when they start coming to you like, hey, I have a question about this, or can you help me with that? Or what did you mean by that? Or what did you mean by this? And once you get to that point, again, add them to a group, tag them into on a video or some resource, and then message them. And if you're not using the ATM strategy, then use whatever resources or whatever tools that your team currently uses for exposing your product or opportunity to your audience, to your prospects. Just go with that. I'm sure something is working. Someone up, above you or to your side, someone is having some success. Find out what they're doing and emulate that, duplicate it. And so that's pretty much all for this video. Again, this is called the 15-7 formula. If you want more in-depth training on attraction marketing, or things like generating leads, building a blog, traffic generation, things of that nature, then I have the excellent resource for you called the Attraction Marketing Formula ebook, written by none other than my friend and mentor, Fernie Ceballos. This resource is invaluable. I always reference to this. I refer to it as my Bible. I have a copy on my desk at work. I have a copy, at home, on my desk at home. And I'm constantly referring to this thing for more ideas, more training, things of that nature. And it just goes into detail as to how you can take your business online and start attracting people to you, so that you have people knocking on your door, finding out how to join you, how to get, started with you, how to get started with your opportunity or your products or whatever the case may be. Also, if you're interested, if you're open, if you are a leader, if you are looking to start something of your own, to build a lifestyle that you know in your heart, that you desire, that you deserve, that you want, something of your dreams, then reach out to me, drop me a line, drop me a message, let me know what it is you're looking for. Let's see how I can help you out, what it is that you need help with. If you need resources, if you need guidance, let me know. I'm here to help. So again, if you haven't done so already, like my page, set to see first. If you're catching this on YouTube, hit the Subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell notification icon up in the right hand corner so that you get notified every time I upload some videos, and I will catch you on the next video chat. Until the next time, take care now. Bye.